was singing slave hymns in the car and everything. I was like, freedom! No. I grew up in a house with a crazy lady. We called her Mom. Anybody else have a crazy mom growing up? My mom used to whoop me, which is fine. It made me the man I am today, which is a guy who clenches his butt cheeks anytime somebody takes off a belt, so that's cool. The problem I had with my mom was before she would whoop me, she would threaten me. And I was smart enough as a kid to know my mom's threats didn't make sense. But I was dumb enough as a kid to argue with the lady with the belt in front of me. And my mom used to say this, she'd be like, boy, if you don't sit down and shut up, I'm gonna break my foot off in your backside. And I'd be like, well, first of all, Mom, your foot's not gonna fit. And if you wanna hop around the house looking like a white Kunta Kinte, that's up to you. I don't know what you're playing. She'd say this, she'd be like, boy, if you don't shut up, I'm gonna knock you into next week. I'd be like, oh, now we have time traveling capabilities? If you could just knock me back 10 minutes, we can avoid this whole altercation, lady. She used to say this, some of you guys probably heard this, boy, I brought you into this world, and I'll take you out. I'm like, yeah, Mom, one of those comes with a baby shower, the other one comes with 25 to life. That's a bad trade. One time she got so mad she didn't know what to do. She was like, you know, wait till your father gets home. Yeah, I was 4 then. Been a long wait, people. No, I'm just being serious. No, my dad went around when I was growing up. He's back in my life now. We cool. He came to one of my comedy shows. He got mad. He was like, hey, boy, you better tell people I'm back in your life. So he's back, y'all. He is back, okay? He's back. I think it's him. I'm at the point in my life I'm starting to reevaluate some things. Like the other day, I had Throwback Thursday. And that now translates into my life of me looking at old pictures of myself like, what the hell happened to me? Where did that gut come from? I'm at the point where I need new friends. I'm starting to try to make some new friends. Anybody else in here need new friends? Round of applause. If you can't applaud, just look at me. I see you, sir. We're good. I feel like I need new friends. My friends are weird, y'all. I don't know what else to do. Like I got one friend, I don't know if you guys have ever had this. You ever had a friend who you thought had a lazy eye, but you weren't sure? So you had to move the whole conversation to try to figure it out? I'm talking to my friend, I was like, so anyways, I was at Walmart the other day. He's all depressed right now. His girlfriend just broke up with him for seeing a chick on the side. I got another friend, she don't have any facial hair, she got alopecia. She draws on her eyebrows, which is fine, but we were hanging out during the summertime outside, and I thought she was getting more and more angry as the day went on. They just kept sagging farther and farther. What is going on? I got another friend, he tries to be a thug. He got pinched the other day, he came back home, he was trying to talk to me. He was like, yeah, man, you know, they got me, but only God can judge me. I was like, oh, really? He put you on house arrest? Is that Love to travel. I got to go to Africa recently. Anybody here been to Africa? One person. Yeah. Where'd you go, sir? Ghana. Same place. That's what I'm talking about. Ghana was awesome. If you haven't been there, you need to go. Africa's an amazing place. What's the first thing you think of when you think of Africa, sir? Elephants. That's a reasonable answer. I asked this question in Kentucky a couple weeks ago. This guy in the front row, without skipping a beat, was like, kangaroos. It's terrible, sir. Went to Africa. Africa's an amazing place. If you travel abroad, here's a little bit of advice, okay? Here's how you can tell how different a place is from where you're from. Is you look at how they treat their children, okay? And I didn't know this until I went over there. Like, if you were born here in a rural area in the United States, it's even the same. Like, you know, you're treated basically, you know, yes ma'am, no ma'am, you wake up early, you work hard, you don't speak unless spoken to. You treat like a little Mexican, right? It's okay. If you're a white kid, you grow up in the city, your parents put you on a leash now, try to disguise it as an animal backpack, they're not fooling anybody, okay? One of my dreams is to go to Kings Island and snip all those leashes, which would make me a felon, but it also made me a freedom fighter, so I'll be on the stand, that's what I'm saying. Here's the difference. In Africa, you're an adult as soon as you can walk, okay? And I didn't believe this, so I got to a village in Ghana, and I'm hanging out, and there's a 3-year-old girl, she's walking along talking. I thought she had an imaginary friend. She walks past me, she's got a baby on her back. She was babysitting. I was like, what the hell? See, another little dude, he looks like he's 3, got a baby on his back, smoking a cigarette. I looked at him, I was like, no, baby, why are you smoking? He was like, I am not a baby, I'm a midget. I was like, oh, shoot, I didn't know they had these. It's crazy. Made a really good friend when I was in Africa. If you don't have any African friends, a couple pieces of advice. First of all, Africans are wonderful storytellers. You need to know that up front. Second of all, African stories can be complete crap, and they don't let you know till 15 minutes into the story. You know what I'm saying? Hanging out with my friend, his name's Victor. He's gonna tell me, when I was growing up in my village, there was a woman there who was pregnant. Sounded funny to me, so I asked. I was like, she was what? He said she was pregnant with child. I was like, I don't know what else you'd be pregnant with, Victor. That's a weird statement. He kept going. He said the woman was pregnant. While she was pregnant, she was eating wood. I was like, she was eating wood? It's a weird diet. He was like, no, brother, listen to me with your ears. I was like, I don't know what else I listen to you with, Victor. That's a weird statement. So go on to the story. He said the woman was pregnant. She was eating wool. Sheep fur, the fur of sheep. I was like, oh, wool. Makes sense now, right? Not at all, man. Don't shake your head. I said, go on with the story, Victor. He said the woman was pregnant. While she was pregnant, she was eating wool. When her baby was born, he had on a sweater. I stared at that man for 15 minutes just like this, because I don't waste so much time in his life as he just wasted in mine. The other experience I had when I was in Africa doesn't seem like a big deal to most people. I got to ride a bus when I was in Africa, okay? And here's the thing. I got to the bus stop. I was expecting like a Greyhound or a public transport bus. Apparently in Africa, a bus is a 12-passenger van with 36 people on the inside. And they pull up and I get in. I go to the back row. There's already 8 people. I squeeze in. I think it's full. Not in Africa, people. This lady gets on behind me. She got 4 kids with her. She hands me her baby. I'm guessing he was a newborn. He still had on a sweater. I'm like, whatever, I'll hold the baby. So I'll hold the baby. We go like 30 kilometers down the road. All of a sudden, I start to hear a baby crying. I look at my baby. My baby is doing fine, y'all, okay? I look around the bus like, who can't take care of their damn kids? Finally, I get a thought in my head. I flip my baby over. There's another baby on his back. It was babysitting. I looked at that baby for a second. I was like, hold on, midget, is that you? He was like, shut up, I'm trying to get a free ride. I was like, come on, man. Thank you, guys. Show Deuce.
Joe Deuce, ladies and gentlemen, let him hear it. What's up? All right, let's start with Roberta this time. Roberta, how do you feel about Joe Deuce?
I really enjoyed it. The first thing I noticed, of course, was your strong voice. That got my attention. And then I like how you smiled at the audience and changed your expression. And you made, I don't know if your eye contact was with me, but that's the way it came through. It might have been with...
I saw you smile.
Oh, thank you. Okay. And it just was so professional. I really enjoyed it. Thank you.
Very nice. Kobe Ross.
I agree, very professional. I enjoyed it. I like the way that you engaged the crowd. I feel like everyone felt pretty engaged around the board. So very well done, and I enjoyed it a lot.
Very nice. And Randa Snyder, how do you feel about Joe Deuce?
You did great. I enjoyed the callbacks. I enjoyed, the fact that you are so professional that everything you did. I mean, the timing, the pauses, the consistency. It was great. I mean, all around, wonderful job.
Very nice. Good job, brother. How about a nice round of applause for Joe Deuce? He gets slapped me on the ass, everybody. He likes fat white men too. That's awesome.